Hi guys, thank you for tuning in my show. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to figure out how to make my profile live on Lichess. It turns out that I have to be playing some kind of game, so I set up a game with Stockfish. Even though we're not, well, I'm not planning to play against Stockfish today because today is a practice opening, but we only started working with our uh, new opening repertoire last when was that last Wednesday. So today we're going to I will uh, I will work on repertoire for black because last Wednesday we worked for a repertoire for white against Sicilian. So okay, let's see. So my recommendation, want to I want to study e4, the king's pawn opening against e4 e5 because I want to learn how to play closed closed system and opening. Because I already play a lot of Sicilian, and when I'm studying Sicilian, I'm noticing or observing that Sicilian do require it's like a very forcing opening, the Sicilian. So if I have like my plan is to have like many openings, maybe one attacking opening and one close opening. So if I don't want my opponent, for example, if I notice that my opponent is very good in attacking, likes to have open position, then I have the option of playing e4, e5. So, okay. So let's start now. 4, e5. F3 here. No, my plan is to cover this one because according to Italian game is one of the most famous opening against e4 e5. So I want to focus on this one because if I start playing blitz using this opening, I'm expecting more of bishop c4 d3 than the bishop b5. Okay, so C. Okay, let me see. All right, here. So C5, castle, knight F6, D4. Okay. 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 Y can Z. It's a our model game is Sergei Movsisyan versus Michael Adams, Y can Z, 2009. Okay, so D4 code. This is somewhat dubious gambit. Black plays bishop takes here, knight takes here, knight takes D4, and F4. So this is the what was played on the main on the main game, white has this alternative, our first alternative. 5, 6, h4, 6, f4, cg, bishop f6. Okay. What if white plays here? Oops. It's g5. Wow, this is interesting. So takes, the knight takes e4. Oh, f takes e5. What if here? I think just go here. And followed by h takes g5. Okay. It's interesting. But instead of taking the g pawn, white took here. Pawn takes pawn, bishop here. Black doesn't have this surprise knight f3 followed by taking on d2 because the queen on d2 is defended by knight on d2. Queen e7, knight c3, castle. Black is better. Okay, let's go to the main move. Oh, there's another. Oh, it's after 10, queen to d2. Instead of playing queen d2, bishop f6. Then bishop takes here. Bishop here. Knight takes c2. Rook here, c3, c3, bishop to e2. Okay, so the point is, if white takes here, then you can take here, and black is threatening to take the rook on f8. Okay, so bishop to e2. C takes, okay, that's what happened according to the book. Bishop d3, okay, c7, castle, e5, e5. Oh, not d takes e5, but bishop takes e4. Okay. Then knight d2. Bishop here. Bishop d5 here. e8. e1, d5, e5 here. So this f6 book says here Grandmaster Kaufman recommended king f8. In the game, in the model game between Wolodarski and Lewis, is an email game, a correspondence game. Black played f6. So king here, king f8. King f2, rook e7. Okay, time to get rid of this powerful rook on c7. Okay, white doesn't want to exchange its powerful rook. And b6. Says here, black's bishop dominates white's knight, and white has a weak pawn. Okay, let me check. Instead of d takes e5. Okay, so instead of knight takes e5, Grandmaster Kaufman recommended here f5. Then king f8, king f2, rook here, rook here. And according to Grandmaster Kaufman, is the e5. Black's bishop is better than white's knight because it controls more diagonal, and it's an open position. And of course, this pawn on e5 is isolated, so black has this threat: bishop takes knight followed by rook takes e5. So understandably, black is better. Okay. Sure. So this one is not that. Okay, let me. Okay. All right. So let's go back to move number 7. So white can play bishop g5. In the game, white played f4. White can also play bishop e3. Okay. Here. C3. Okay. 6. Queen to d2. Okay, so queen to d2 is a novelty. There's a game between 1600s where white played queen e2, but I'm not sure about including their analysis here because they're 1600 rated FIDE. Usually I want to include players who has at least 2400 FIDE. You know, you can trust. Usually they're play better than 1600s. And also in correspondence chess where they most players, or not, if not all, use computer to check before they make a move. They make a move on their correspondence or email game. Okay. So queen d2. Castle. Here. Trying to take white's bishop. Knight here to retain the bishop pair, his main compensation for the pawn. Okay, takes. Okay, what do you think of this one? What do you think of this position? Black has the pair of knights, but usually computer it favors usually the pair of bishops because it thinks, particularly the chess engine Komodo, it thinks that even if you have the pair of bishops, then you have an extra pawn. So maybe it's because I like black here. It's pair. I have an extra pawn and I have the pair of knights, and knights belong to close position. So I think black is here, and white has the pair of bishop coat here. White has the pair of bishop, better development, and a much more active queen for the pawn, but the close position favors knights. So Komodo's evaluation of negative minus 0.50 seems right to me. So Komodo is equal nice minus 0. Okay, I'm correct. All right. Okay. Let's back up. So let's go to the main line, f4. Now what? Here. Okay, pinning the knight in here. C3, okay. Bishop e6, queen e7. Okay, so in the game, it's still a game. C3, then bishop e6. And the a3. Then now Grandmaster Kaufman has this move. This is a novelty. Okay, maybe I missed something, I think 10 here, queen e7. Knight a3. Let's make this one as our main move. Says here, young prodigy Gukesh beat veteran Alexandrov with c3. in Mumbai 2019, but knight e6 favors black. Okay. Gukesh Alexandrov. White. Trying to find that game. Gukesh. Cannot find it. Okay. It's fine. Alright. So another move for white instead of c3 is knight 8. Knight a3 is the main move. What about rook f2? Rook f2, queen c5. Knight d2. Okay. According to Komodo, this is negative 0.42. Okay, so according to me, why is this negative 0.42? 3, 6. Okay, black is a pawn up, even though white has a lead in development. So that's why Komodo thinks black is better. What is my plan here? Maybe I'll play like bishop e6. Put away bishop here, then castle. Or even castle queenside, or even play king e7. Protect the f6 pawn. Maybe I should play king. But with king... Oh, that's nice. Bishop e6 takes. Knight takes e6. I think I can play here, right? Here. Then it's just it pins the rook on f2, so we cannot take the pawn on f6. Maybe. Then maybe it's good for black to castle on the queen side. Okay, I like black here. I don't think white has enough compensation for the pawn. All right, moving on. I am Genius Chess 2006. Hi, thank you for watching, Mr. I am Genius Chess 2006. You are genius, says there. I am genius. You are genius Chess 2006. Okay. I got lost because of I am Genius 2006. Okay, let's look at the Grandmaster Kaufman's recommendation. What's the question? I didn't get you. I don't have any question. No questions. Just happy that you are... I have a viewer, at least one, I guess, and it's you. Okay, rook g8. Code this. This is might have to change the position of my mic, because whenever I'm reading the book from the book, my voice decreases. Oh, it's tricky. Okay, I'm happy to see an FM. Nice. Thank you for your kind words. I am Genius 2006. Alright, this is a computer move. If ever there was one, this move was called to the attention of the chess world in New in Chess Yearbook 91, where Jana Sosonko described how Roman Ginji Kasbili discovered it when analyzing with Ribka. The drawback is that if you play this move, you may be accused of cheating. Cheating. Maybe you can play this in a... No, don't play. But definitely rook g8 looks like computer move, because what is the rook going there? Okay, in Jeremy Silman's book How to Reassess Chess, he introduced this term mysterious rook move, because after black played here, from what I'm seeing is you're expecting white to take the knight on f6, and after you take the bishop, then now you have an open file. Mysterious rook move. And if you play this one, if you beat your opponent, it's more likely that your opponent is gonna accuse you of cheating. So, but it's a computer move. Rook g8. Okay. So the drawback is that if you play this move, you may be accused of cheating. So be prepared to cite this book as your source for the idea. The idea is that black does not yet know if he should play bishop e6, knight e6. Oops, sorry. Oh, Coach Joel, international master Coach Joel Banawa is in the chat, guys. It's a wonderful chess coach, and don't forget, according to him, rook g8 is a Komodo move. What number is that? 10? Many coaches. Yep, yeah, many coaches. I played bishop d7 when I beat Ru Feng Li, according to international master Coach Joel Banawa, bishop d7. So Coach Joel already played this move against Ru Feng Li. I think he's a grandmaster now. He's a very talented player and strong one. I see many coaches on Twitch. It's cool to know that. B. Yes, I am Genius Chess 2006. And don't forget, Coach Joel Banawa has a simul later. I'm gonna look at his Facebook page. Joel Banawa. Check out his Facebook page. And it's interesting. I want to be a part of this event, especially if you like title players doing meaningful stream with good comments. So it's, you can visit his Twitch at twitch.tv/JB2Mix, and his simul will start on 7:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. Pacific time. That's 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to start. And this is one of the best thing is, if you win against simul between him and Joy, you're gonna get $3 if you win. So if you get a draw, $2, and if you're the chattiest one, you get $4. I mean, just chat, or if you're the funniest one, you get $4 too. So it's a win-win. It's gonna be fun, and hopefully you guys can play there. Hopefully I can play there too. I don't know. You're gonna be the funniest one. I am Genius Chess 2006. Oh yeah, okay. You will be the funniest one. You will be. All right. Just kidding. I would rather win. Okay, so you're trying to get $3 plus 4, or just $3. All right. You will win. Okay. Well, let's go back to the game, because I think I made sorry, this one is C3. As you can see, I easily get distracted. 10 A3. A3 is the main line, the main move. And after knight A3, here is the rook G8. Rook G8 move by Larry Kaufman, Grandmaster. Okay. So, international master Coach Joel Banawa played this one against Grandmaster Ru Feng Li. says here, this is a human move which is favored by Lichess 0, because if you know, Lichess 0 is an artificial intelligence, so it's like it moves like a human compared to, let's say, Stockfish 12. Bishop d7 here, here. Takes here, here. Okay, here. Yeah, I think I saw this one against Ruffingly when Joel beat Ruffingly. Coach Joel beat Grandmaster Ruffingly. I saw this one. He shared it to me. King here. Okay. Okay, then novelty. 96. I'm gonna check if it's a novelty. It is a novelty. Novelty means new. Knight here and knight here. According here, it's according to Komodo that this is negative 0.57. And white's compensation looks inadequate. Okay. So black is a pawn up, and although black has this doubled pawns on f6, it cannot be like, it's hard to, I mean, it's a weakness, and white tried out to double to gang up on the f pawn, but it's properly defended with the rook, black's rook on g6 and queen e7. I think you can castle here now. I'm thinking maybe, okay, so after your castle and white plays c3, you have to go here, because otherwise if you don't go there, sometimes white has this sneaky queen, like penetration on a7 followed by queen a8 checkmate. So I guess, okay, just put your knight back on c6. All right, I'm sold. Okay. So bishop d7, it's more of a human move than rook g8, what's recorded in the text. Nope. Is this a Lichess stream? It says lichess.org at the end. Sorry, I was not able to change that because I'm trying to figure out how to make my channel feature on Lichess, and the only way that I can do it is to play like a game, so I can be featured. So, but we'll play a game in other days. But right now we're building and opening repertoire. Then my plan is to play online and practice it to whoever wants to play, then improve it. Yeah. But thank you, I am Genius Chess 2006. Thank you for letting me know that. All right. All right. Okay, so we go to rook g8. Okay, so here, rook g8, king h1. So LCO, Lichess 0, says queen d3. Here, here. While favoring black is less favorable than bishop d7 line above. So it doesn't approve of rook g8, and I'm inclined to agree. So it's still good for black. This one. Okay. All right, king h1 is the main move. Let's go here. Boom. Okay, I castle now. I castle. Queen h4. Okay, queen f2 is a better move. Nope. Queen f2 is a better move. No, queen f2. I said queen f2. Okay. Bishop e6. Rook a e1 here. Boom boom. queen here, b8, and according to Komodo is negative 0.31. Quote, white has insufficient compensation for the pawn. So black is still a pawn up, and white doesn't have. I mean, if you're white, you're trying to figure out how to get the pawn back. So it doesn't. Computer says that white doesn't have a good compensation. If I were white, I would play b4 maybe. But the problem is after you play b4, you cannot play b5. The knight on a3 hangs. So it's kind of hard to justify. Maybe you can go maybe triple, and the problem is here. You cannot just go rook f3 because of bishop g4. So how do you justify you're trying to get a compensation because you're already down a pawn. You gotta have like some kind of a dynamic advantage where like an attack or an open file or a good square for your knight. But in this position, it doesn't look white have that trade-off. All right. Okay. Let's just say this is okay. Rook f2 is a blunder. Minus plus. King b8. Let's just say small advantage for black. King h1. Bishop d7. Queen e1. Castle. Okay, so white gang up on the against the f6 knight. Okay. Then bishop c6 here. e1, knight e6. Takes. Okay. Alright. White was able to get the pawn back, but what happened? Black is fine, I guess. He has his rook on G file has semi-open file. Also, the black's rook can go to D2, and if you look at white's knight on A3, you gotta ask like, what are you trying to do there? Why is your knight on A3? Isn't that supposed to be here on even here on B1? That would be nice. Because if the knight's in b1, then my rook cannot go to d2. So, in other words, white's knight on a3 is misplaced. What do you guys think? Okay, knight g5. I mean, this looks logical. I'm attacking the pawn, the isolated pawn on e4. Alright, defend. And what do you do now? Since white has a back rank checkmate, you take the pawn. Take the pawn. Because if you go here and you cannot take the, it's not a free bishop, you get checkmated. So cannot take the knight on e4 because of your back rank problem. Then rook takes here, go here. Now I'm gonna wait. That's a discovered attack against white's g pawn, and also I mean black has a lot of threats. Also this one, right? It's looking good for black. Knight c5. Okay, makes sense. Bishop goes there to defend the pawn on g2. At the same time, get your bishop away from getting captured. Here. Oh, rook takes here. I don't know. Isn't that bishop takes g2 now? Then rook d takes g2. Okay. Oh, rook d takes g2. Wow. So the idea is if you take, check, then here. Now it's a discovered attack against the white king. And black's rook on... Wait, this is still fine, right? Because after, like, for example, here, then you take, then here. Am I missing something? Or can I just take this one? A2? I don't know. Rook d takes g2, according to Larry Kaufman's book. What's going on? Bishop takes g2, rook takes g2. And there's no checkmate. Rook f8, king d7. And rook takes c5, then what? Okay, am I correct? Rook D takes G2. Okay, okay. So it's still part of the analysis. Bishop takes G2, bishop takes G2, king here. Then bishop, what? Okay. Here, here, here. Okay. Alright. A6. Okay, quote. Black is better for two reasons. Rook and bishop are considered a better team in the endgame than rook and knight, although I have never been able to prove this with statistics. And of course, the knight is badly placed on the rim, on a3. Of course, white has good drawing chances. Okay. If you're playing black and your opponent is just trying to draw, especially on elite level against grandmasters or opponents that have higher rating than you, then most likely it shows that you had a better opening choice if your opponent is just trying to draw. Okay, so this is the first part against the Italian game, where white played d4 on the fifth move. So if your opponent plays d4 in the fifth move, what do? You take. Takes in f4, then d6, takes, bishop g5, queen e7, knight a3, then here, then castle, and you're good. The idea is, even if white is able to get the pawn back with here takes, and after the exchanges, now you have the initiative, because white has many problems here, mainly the back rank checkmate, ugly knight on a3. So it's more likely that you were not just able to equalize, but some kind black was able to get a slight advantage or a pressure position. I mean, it would be nice if you can get this position against white. It would be really nice. But all right, guys, don't forget to review this game. It's very important. And if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, you can rewind it. So it's nice sometimes if you're too tired to look at the book, or if you just like lying down on your bed or wherever, you just watch my video, then you can fast forward review, then hopefully you will be able to recall this one when you're playing the King's Pawn opening Italian game with white playing d4, because when white played d4, it's trying to transpose it to Scotch game. I think that's my observation. Scotch game, like sketch gambit. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget, if you like this one, share it to your friends. Like my Twitch channel, Facebook. What else? YouTube. And if you have any comments, please post them. And don't forget, later, visit International Master Coach Joel Banawa's Twitch channel, JB2Mix, and or on Lichess 2, JB2Mix. We're gonna have fun with his simul and with him, and it's a tandem simul featuring Coach Joel and Coach Joy. See you guys later, maybe, or see you guys in the next show, and bye bye.